their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Allen. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked out by Jordan Poyer. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Christian Fulton.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On play action, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense, so maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Reynolds with a catch out on the right side.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Skolnick's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
8 yards to go on second down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Second down and 8. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Titans 3. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Right. Check Mike 6. 65.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he'll find Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Bass on for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Bills 21, Titans 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it
on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be
touchdown Titans. Boy, A.J. Brown, one of the best in the NFL with the ball in his hands, and there's another example why.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. He gets this to the former Aztec, Kahale Waring. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, here's Breida. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
Now a give to Breida. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Allen's throw is complete, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Touchdown, Bills! From 8 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Tannehill. And hauling it in, Nelson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now at 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action, Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Ferkser. And he makes a smooth catch there.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First down, Bills.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Buffalo.
And again, it's Allen. Check down to Breida. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kahale Waring, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
17. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Caleb Farley, the first-round pick back in April, there on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. 6 yards left on second down. To throw, it's Allen. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
On 2nd and inches, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here complete to Batson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
To the air again, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now here's a throw that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And it's caught. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses.